Broken blood feathers in parrots. A broken blood feather can be traumatizing for a parrot, as blood is lost in the process, and in extreme cases, a significant amount of blood may be lost. A broken blood feather is considered an emergency, but there are first aid steps which can be done in the home environment which will allow the bleeding to slow down or stop. In this scenario, I will be using my own 3 parrots to demonstrate different ways of dealing with broken blood feathers in each 3 parrots, as they have extremely different personalities which can make first aid situations difficult. In the next 3 slides, I will be explaining each of their personalities. Binny the yellow-crowned Amazon. Binny is a yellow-crowned Amazon, aged 12. She can be very aggressive towards myself and is very territorial, causing her to fly and attack. This makes handling and maintenance of an aggressive parrot like Binny extremely difficult, especially in a first aid situation. Zazu the orange-winged Amazon. Zazu is an orange-winged Amazon, aged 6. Sadly, in his previous home, he was mistreated, as well as the previous owner also clipped one wing completely to stop him flying, which forced Zazu to be near the previous owner so he could pet Zazu. Sadly, this caused Zazu to become very shy and timid around humans, which is very understandable, and will take a long time to gain trust with humans again. Zazu likes to be around Binny the yellow-crowned Amazon, as it makes Zazu feel comfortable and relaxed. Maintaining the accommodation for a shy and timid parrot like Zazu can be hard, but talking in a soft voice with slow movements show you are no threat. This will also help in a first aid situation. Kiwi the blue-fronted Amazon. Kiwi is a blue-fronted Amazon who is only 8 months old. He was hand-raised from day 1 out of the egg. This has made him tame towards everyone with no signs of aggression, which has easily allowed myself to train Kiwi to step up and step down with many other tricks, which makes handling and maintaining extremely easy. Having a tame parrot like Kiwi will be much easier in a first aid situation, but because he is tame, it does not mean he will not bite, as pain may cause him to bite. Signs and causes of broken blood feather. The most common sign of a broken blood feather is noticing blood patches over perches and toys. Blood patches may also be present on the parrot's plumage, and if able to handle the parrot, you may notice blood from the parrot on your hands. Shown in the figure on the left is Binny's, Zazu's and Kiwi's playroom. It is important to check playrooms are safe with no sharp objects regularly, as this can be a cause of broken blood feathers. Other causes may also include parrots with poor flying, like Zazu, falling off perches onto the floor, or could just be simply another feather growing in. Before handling and restraining the parrot, you have to check whether the area is safe to do so and consider your own health and safety first to prevent any harm to yourself. Handling and restraining parrots can be different for each parrot depending on their personalities, such as handling a parrot like Kiwi, who is hand-reared and trained, may be a lot easier. This is done by asking the parrot to step up. Once the parrot has stepped up, placing your thumb over one foot shown in the first figure, as it allows handling of the parrot to be easier and safer for anyone around, as you can prevent the parrot from flying. This will then allow you to go into the first aid treatment. However, handling parrots like Binny, who is aggressive, and Zazu, who is shy and afraid of humans, can be extremely difficult, which can cause even more stress to them. So using a towel to handle an aggressive and shy parrot will be more of a calming experience, as well as preventing from being bitten. One of your hands need to be under the towel, gently restraining the neck area, with the other hand holding the claws, torso and wings whilst being close to your body, shown in the second figure. First aid treatment. After locating the broken blood feather shown in the figure on the left, having a coagulant nearby to slow the bleeding or may even stop the bleeding may include icing sugar or corn flour. The corn flour or icing sugar can be placed on the bleeding area using a cotton bud. If it is possible to apply pressure to the area of bleeding using cotton wool held in place for several minutes, this will also help clot the blood. This may be difficult if the parrot does not like being handled, like Zazu the orange-winged and Binny the yellow-crowned. So precaution needs to be taken to prevent further stress and panic, which will make this situation worse, so try and avoid too much handling until arriving at the veterinary practice. Hand-reared parrots like Kiwi, the blue-fronted, will be easier to handle when applying pressure. However, precaution needs to be taken as they still may bite, as it can still be a stressful situation for them to go through. Promote recovery. If you can still apply pressure to the broken blood feather whilst calling the local veterinary clinic to tell them the situation, this will prepare the veterinary clinic, so once you arrive, the veterinary treatment can be carried out as soon as possible. If the broken blood feather is left without veterinary treatment, this then can cause more stress to the parrot, so it is important to call the veterinary practice. Veterinary treatment. When it comes to broken blood feathers, the chances of bleeding out have very slim chances, but it can happen in some cases, such as if the parrot went into shock from too much blood loss, which can be fatal. So taking the parrot to the vets is vital even if you have stopped the bleeding. This is so the veterinary surgeon can safely remove the broken blood feather under anaesthetic to prevent further stress to the parrot, shown in the figure on the left. The veterinary surgeon may also provide treatment such as fluid therapy. This will help the parrot deal with the blood loss. Aftercare. After seeking veterinary attention and back in the home environment, the parrot may be weak for a couple of days, and you'll need to support the parrot by giving extra fluids. This can be done by placing the parrot's favourite food in water so it soaks up the liquid, then place in the food bowl, which will allow the parrot to get the extra fluid it needs to recover. The parrot needs to keep rested as the energy levels will be low. The aftercare is important as it will help the parrot recover quickly, but it is vital to monitor the parrot to prevent them not recovering. If the parrot is struggling to recover after the second day, further veterinary guidance may be needed.